Yes, everybody, I hope you are all doing well. This is your preview recorded video for Crystal Palace vs Liverpool in the Premier League. Massive game, another big game in the Premier League this weekend. We'll be discussing all the team news, my team prediction, my score prediction for the game as well. Obviously, at the time this is recording, we haven't done, Honestly, hasn't done his press conference. That will be later today. But I thought I'd get this preview out for you. And obviously, we're going to do a live reaction to Slot's press conference, also with a live pre-recorded stream preview. So if you like the sound of all that, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and big up to everyone watching. So Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Yeah, massive game. We've actually just, funny enough, drawn them in the Carabao Cup fourth round. Shock. This is the Gahey Derby. People are building up as the Gahey Derby. Crystal Palace are in fine form this season. If we dissect it properly, they've played 5 games 0-0 with a good result away at Chelsea, which I remember in that game, Eze at the time when he was playing for them, scored a free kick and got robbed. I think it was due to one of their centre-backs. I can't remember who it was. Was it Chalobah or Tosson or something like that? Yeah, just pure robbed. Palace should have had the goal and should have won that. Points away at Forest, good results. Beat Villa comfortably by 3 goals. That's an impressive win. Then you could pick up those points away at Sunderland and then beating West Ham by 2-1. So they are unbeaten. Only 2 unbeaten sides left in the Premier League. Liverpool and Crystal Palace, they are currently in 5th. And what a time it must be to be a Crystal Palace fan, winning the FA Cup, Community Shield, you're in the Conference League, and you had another fantastic so far start of your season. Obviously, their top goal scorer, if we go into top goals for stats, 2 goals for Atessa, and obviously Ekitike in the Premier League, 3 goals with an assist, and obviously they both played 5 games. If we go to the head-to-head with Palace and Liverpool, beat us in the Community Shield 1-1 at Anfield on the last day of the season. We did end up beating them 1, and I remember, if I remember correctly, I think Alisson had to go off and we had to bring on like a Yaros in that game. Bless us for a forever number 20 man scored in that game. I remember Alisson went off injured and we had to bring on Yaros because I remember Kelleher was injured as well. You couldn't write this stuff up. But yeah, it's a massive game. Go back to the head-to-head in the Premier League: 18 wins, 5 draws, 5 wins for Palace. I don't know the last time they actually beat us at Selhurst Park. We have a very good record. If we're going to Selhurst Park games, 1-0, we won 2-1. Then that was 0-0, 3-1, 7-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-1. That was the last time. They beat us at Anfield. I think they beat us 1-0 as well in Klopp's final season, 4-2. There's a lot of 2-1s. So you have to go back to like 2014 when Palace basically last beat Liverpool at Selhurst Park. So they do it's been a long time since they beat us, and there's a lot of 2-1s in there. Now we're down to the preview. This is meant to be the predicted 11. Well, this can't be correct because I very much doubt we're going to see that side. I don't know what's happened here. But yeah, it's a massive game. Obviously, Ekitike is he is also going to be out. And obviously we have the news of Giovanni Leone, who also pulled his ACL. So yeah, no Ekitike, and obviously Slot was not impressed when seeing all of that. I think we'll dive into what I think the team will be. 4-2-3-1, of course. I think it's Alisson in goal. I think you're going to see a massive amounts of changes. Obviously from the Carabao Cup team. I think at right back, Frimpong played. I don't think his performance was great. I do think you're probably going to see, Connor Bradley. Or could you go Szoboszlai with the physicality of Palace, tough away grounds? Do you go Szoboszlai? I think you go Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai, yeah, he didn't play against Southampton. He got rested. We need to be keeping our players fit, constantly changing the teams. We've got massive amounts of games coming up. So I think Szoboszlai actually plays right back. And I think you see Kanate and Virgil van Dijk come into this side. I think at left back you see Kerkez. Obviously Robertson played in midweek. He's played a lot of football in the past couple of weeks, which is really impressive. I really enjoyed watching Andy Robertson play because I actually think he's been a bit fresher. And I think Kerkez does end up playing this game. Obviously, he did come on against Southampton, but I think he will play this game. I think you see Gravenberch come back in. Now, we don't know what's happening really with McAllister. What's happening with McAllister lately is just really unfortunate for him. I know he went off in the derby. It didn't look really great, if I'm being honest with you. And against that Palace midfield, McAllister looking like he's been stuck in quicksand a lot. Do you go McAllister and Szoboszlai in the midfield? I think we go see McAllister. I think we have to give him time. He's not picked up any injuries. It's more his body's just physically knackered. I won't say that's it, right, we need to sell him and all that. No. We have to be careful with the amount of football that he's played, and he's brought him back in slowly. He didn't really have a proper pre-season. This situation needs to be taken into account. I think on the right you see Mo Salah, and obviously with Ekitika, I think you're going to see Cody Gakpo on the left. I think Verts comes in, obviously throwing Verts in midweek, and then I think Isak will start up top. Let me know what you think to that team as a predicted 11. I'm trying to think of all the players that I think the only ones where you could possibly see changes. Szoboszlai midfield, Bradley right back. I think they're the positions I think you very much could see. Now I don't know Palace's injury record, but that's my score prediction. I'm going for a 2-0 Liverpool win. I accidentally brought up on screen, but yeah, that's my score prediction. I'm going with a 2-0 Liverpool win. I'm going to go for the backers to keep a clean sheet for once. Hopefully, anyway, we can keep a clean sheet. It would be really, really nice to do, and obviously that is the team. I do think I'll read it out for you: Alisson, Szoboszlai, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, McAllister, Gravenberch, Salah, Verts, Gakpo, Isak. And again, I think you could very much see Szoboszlai in midfield, and you could see something along the lines of this. Very much something along the lines of that. And obviously, yeah, massive games now for the club coming up. Crystal Palace is a massive game. We need to go there and win. Then obviously we've got Galatasaray on Tuesday in the Champions League away. So I think that's going to be very interesting. Obviously from Monday, the squad will travel to Turkey, won't they? And obviously you're back in London for Chelsea. So 3 massive travelling away games. I think you're going to see some big changes in between the 3 games. I think Galatasaray is a nice game to be able to make a couple of changes away, ready for Chelsea. So then obviously you can still go strong against Crystal Palace as well. That Southampton game was a nice breather in terms of rotation. So, and also, score prediction 2-0. I think Isak is going to score again. Obviously, he did score in his first goal for the club against Southampton in the EFL Cup. And I'm going to go with Mo Salah to score for the Reds. No Ekitika, big, massive miss, stupidity from him. And if you have him in the FPL, I'll take him out. And obviously, we've got massive games. Obviously, we do end up having them in the Carabao Cup. But massive games to Liverpool, because ultimately we can go 8 points clear. Arsenal have got Newcastle next. And also they've got Olympiacos, then they've got West Ham. And then they've got the likes of Fulham's. To be fair for them, they're not really travelling away much because they've had a couple of away games. So after that Newcastle game, they've only got 1 game away out of next, 6? 2 in the Champions League, a Premier League game, a Cup game, so they're not going to be travelling much as opposed to us. We've got 3 big away travelling games. hopefully Newcastle can do us a favour, and if they can take points and we can win, that'll be a lovely, 6 points clear? No, that'll be 8 points. Yeah, 7 points clear. And Newcastle away is not easy, and their record there is not great. And obviously Tottenham, they've got Wolves. Hopefully they can do something. Bournemouth have got Leeds. Man City have got Burnley. I doubt they'll drop points there. But yeah, 2-0 win for the Reds. And I think Isak will score for his big game. And everyone's looking fit, just barring the unfortunate news of Giovanni Leone. But this is your mini bite-sized preview for the Crystal Palace game. And we will be doing a live stream previewing it for it, as we always do. We always do the mini bite-sized previews, and then we always do the big previews where we react to Slot's press conference and we dive into it a lot more deeper. But if you do like the sound of all that, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Have a blessed weekend. Up the Reds. Take care.